Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop channel. And there's been some crazy leaks and I don't know what it is with Adidas. I feel like their marketing team needs to do a little bit better, you know what I mean? Because they don't build hype really at all, you know? And like if you have a shoe coming out, right? And then you kind of like are working on it and developing it, but then you leak it. I don't know how they have leaks already, but they need to be a little bit tighter with the leaks, you know what I mean? But like a year before a shoe comes out, every single year, every single time the Donovan Mitchell signature shoe, the d.o.n issues, have been leaked a year in advance, right? And also for the Trae Youngs, Harden's, I feel like they do very, very well. But sometimes we have an early leak as well. We already have seen what the Harden Volume 8 was supposed to look like, you know what I mean? So if you guys didn't know, the d.o.n issue 5 has just released, like literally like a couple weeks ago. And we already have a leak of the d.o.n issue 6. Like what is going on, you know? So before we get into that, we have also had some other leaks as well, or I guess some unveilings, right? So first of all, we have Devin Booker, and we have seen a lot of colorways that he's been wearing. So we have this all black colorway, which looks really, really sick. I love the tag with Devin Booker's logo. I believe that is here in the heel. And then also the swoosh is kind of like a very nice reflective, it looks like, you know. But yeah, this triple black colorway looks absolutely amazing. And I mean, it doesn't look bad, you know. It looks like an Air Force One. It's a great looking shoe. The only thing I'm worried about is, course, like that lateral containment. Also, I don't like how much they cage the cushion, you know. But overall, we've had that all black colorway. We've had this gray colorway, right? And also we've had this purple colorway, which is kind of like a nod to the Kobe 4 Protro that he wore with like the Suns colorway. It's like a purple color, and yeah, it's a great looking shoe. I'm very, very excited about it. It's coming out next year, so there is the Books shoe. Tell us, like, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about it? I feel like a lot of people are hating on it, and as I have, because it's just like, it's an Air Force One design, you know what I mean? I wish they would have changed it up a little bit more. But now that I look at it, it looks absolutely amazing, right? And also, we've had some more pictures of the Harden Volume 8. You know, James Harden has been playing in it. The 7s are super popular, especially in the NBA, and also I've seen a lot of people playing the Harden Volume 7, like at the gym as well. It's a very, very nice shoe. It performs very well, but it is a little heavy, it's a little bulky, but because of the nice cushion and also how like comfortable the upper is, it's not a huge deal for me, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the case for a lot of people as well. But also, we've never seen a picture of the outsole, and we can see the outsole a little bit here in this picture. It seems to have herringbone, and also seems to be a mix of solid rubber and also translucent as well, or like maybe at least semi-translucent with this Volt color. It seems like that a Volt color outsole is in the middle of the outsole, and also it seems like we have a pivot point a little bit, but it's on the lateral side, right? And it looks very similar to the d.o.n issue 5 outsole as well, right? So yeah, herringbone of course is very good, and also here in the heel we can see that it's probably exposed boost. So it's probably using boost. We don't know about light strike yet, but in the Harden Volume 7 we had a light strike boost combo, and then in the heel we had a very large cutout, like a circular cutout in the strobe board, which made it very soft and very comfortable for step and comfort, right, under the cushion. So hopefully it's the same as the Harden Volume 7 for the Harden Volume 8 cushioning setup. I'm sure it'll be very nice, right? And also on the sides, it's not as caged. Of course, the Harden Volume 7 was very, very caged, especially on the lateral side. But the Harden Volume 8, the rubber outsole does come to cage the back of the heel very, like a lot. But then on the lateral side, we can see like this foam. It looks like a pretty stiff foam, but I mean, it's better than just rubber, you know what I mean? So that does look nice as well. And then it looks to have an inner booty, just like in the Harden Volume 7. The Harden Volume 7 had an inner booty as well with like a stretchy knit, which felt very nice. And then externally, we can see like that foam for support and all that. So the Harden Volume 8 looks really nice. It looks like a bare bones kind of design, especially comparing to the Harden Volume 7, but it does look pretty heavy and pretty bulky as well. I'm sure it'll be like 14-15 ounces, but yeah, it looks also very supportive though. I don't know guys, like we have this green colorway as well, and it looks weird. It just reminds me of that Pokemon that has that skull head, you know? I don't remember what it's called, but that's what it reminds me of a lot. So there's that. And now moving on to the Dames. We gotta look at the Dame 9. So of course before we had a picture of Damian Lillard playing in a new shoe, and we're like, oh, that does not look like the Dame 8. You know, the Dame 8 and also the extended play they've had out for like the past 2 years. And now they're probably going to release the Dame 9 soon, hopefully. I mean, the extended play just came out like a couple months ago, so I don't know. But yeah, he is playing it, and also it does look very minimal. You know what I mean? Like the shoe that he's playing in. But then if you look at the actual design, like the leaked design, this shoe looks super freaking bulky. You know, and it looks very Yeezy-like as well. It also looks like it has an inner booty just like the Harden Volume 8, and there's kind of like a cage going around it as well. But yeah, I mean, like the Dame 9, thank you. I'm very, very excited. Dame's shoes have always been very, very nice, but the past couple of models have been very bulky. Like the 8, the 7, the 6 was actually not that bulky, but the 7 and the 8 were pretty bulky, very, very heavy, especially with the extended play. The extended play, comparing it to the regular Dame 8, was a couple ounces heavier as well and bulkier. So hopefully the Dame 9 is a lot lighter and also a lot more minimal. But then like looking at the actual like drawing on the shoe, it looks very bulky, but when you're looking at it on like Dame's foot, it looks a lot more minimal. So yeah, as far as the cushioning setup, they're probably using Light Strike, right? Or maybe Bounce Pro. We'll have to see on that, but I am very excited about the Dame 9, right? And also another shoe that I really, really like is the LeBron 21, and in this PE, they're calling it the Raspberry Lemonade. the Raspberry Lemonade. That's kind of hard to say. But anyways, this colorway, so with the LeBron 21, with the synthetic material, I love what they can do with the designs, right? The colorways that are coming out, they can make it super shiny, right? And it's not, I haven't tried a LeBron 21 with like that kind of glossy finish. So I'm very curious as to how that'll feel, but like with my colorway, it's like a leather material, you know? But this colorway looks absolutely amazing, and I love how it's mismatched, right? So there's something that I just kind of wanted to show you guys as far as like colorways go, PEs go, that I really, really like. But then yeah, now let's move on to the d.o.n issue 6. Like, how do we already have the d.o.n issue 6? That's kind of crazy. Shout out to Sesame_unboxing, right? But then a lot of you guys, so I posted these on Instagram, and a lot of you guys were like, this literally looks like the Jordan 36 low, and I agree with you guys. It looks like the Jordan 36 low, and also maybe a little bit like the Jordan 28. A couple of you guys said it looks like the Jordan 28, which I kind of agree with a little bit. But also it looks a little bit like the Jordan 35 low as well, right? So looking at the outsole, we have a circle, right? We have 2 circles, one circle in the forefoot, one circle in the heel, kind of circles out. It's kind of like a drop of water, kind of, right? But then we have some intersecting lines, kind of like a parabola, you know, in the forefoot and in the heel. It's a very weird traction pattern, and also it looks very thin. It doesn't look durable at all. It's a very, very thin groove, it looks like, so it probably won't be good for outdoor use. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the rubber compound's good, you know? I mean, all of their shoes, all of Adidas' shoes with the rubber compound hasn't been nice, you know, besides the Harden Volume 7, you know what I mean? The Trae Young's, nah. d.o.n issue 5, I'm actually playing in it, all pretty much done testing it, and the traction is pretty nice. It broke in very, very nicely, but it's still not top tier, right? But also, as you guys can see, it is decoupled. It's decoupled, and on the bottom, we have a 3 stripes design, which looks really, really cool. And is it carbon fiber? It looks like it's carbon fiber, right? And it's a midfoot shank, but also it kind of wraps around on the lateral side as well, acting as a sidewall. So it has, you know, it looks dope, and also it's a dual purpose, right? It acts as a midfoot shank plate and also a lateral counter on the lateral side of the shoe. But yeah, it looks like it's carbon fiber, which would be very, very interesting. You know, Donovan Mitchell shoe is very cheap. It's like 120 bucks, you know what I mean? And comparing to the Hardens, also the Trae Young, which are a little bit more expensive, that doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? But if it's carbon fiber, that'd be dope. But it's probably just gonna be plastic with like a carbon fiber design on it, you know? So that's there. And also for the cushion's probably going to be Light Strike. It's been Light Strike and Bounce for the past, or his entire shoe line, you know what I mean? So it'll probably be Bounce or Light Strike, which of course is very, very nice, and also acts as a sidewall in the forefoot and also in the heel, so that'll be very, very good. And the upper looks very interesting. It looks like a knit material, kind of, but then if you look on top, it looks very similar, like very, very similar to the Jordan 36 low. It looks like a linen weave. We have a little bit of fuse as well, and yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I don't know, it looks very interesting, right? And also underneath this kind of like mesh material kind of. You can see the 3 stripes, which is pretty subtle on the lateral side and the midfoot. And yeah, I don't know, honestly, it looks kind of weird. Like I like it some days, and sometimes when I look at it like maybe in a different angle, I don't like it as much. I definitely like the d.o.n issue 5 design. The d.o.n issue 5 design looks great. It's just kind of crazy how quickly we have the shoe. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not even surprised anymore. It's Adidas. I mean, Under Armour is super tight with their leaks. You know, they never have leaks pretty much, you know? And then Nike, they're very controlled with their leaks as well, right? With like a new shoe that's coming out like a month before, they're oh, we'll give them a little bit of a leak, you know, build some hype around it, you know what I mean? But Adidas is just like, oh, we made a new shoe, and it's not supposed to come out for a year, so we'll leak it right now. You know what I mean? But anyway, tell us what you guys think of the d.o.n issue 6, and also what do you guys think about the Harden volume 8? I'm super duper excited about those as well. Also, like, what do you guys think about Adidas' strategy for leaks? Like, they can be a lot more tight with the leaks. I mean, those are kind of like official pictures. Those are probably gonna be pictures that they use in maybe their website, I don't know. But then, you know, it doesn't look like a design, like a drawing. It looks like an actual shoe, you know what I mean? Like that they took a picture of, you know? What do you guys think about their strategy as far as like involving leaks? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, marketing, in terms of marketing, you kind of have to like build hype around your product, you know? And you don't want to do it a year before, you know what I mean? But anyways, that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.